Everybody, Saturday. This is going to be my third video this week. Sorry about that. But today was they had a local show. It's fancon. I went to the last one of these and I did a haul video there, and it's a pretty good show. There's not a lot of vendors. I want to say there's maybe like 6 or 7 dealers. Excuse me, and somebody selling toys and, you know, knickknacks and that kind of thing. But part of the reason why I was like super stoked to go today was because Kyle Strom was there. He's the guy that does the art for Spread on Image. And last week, Francis McMiniman showed off this book on one of his videos, and I was like, dude, that cover is awesome. So I was stoked that he was going to be there, because I knew he was going to have some of these. And he did, and he was a super nice guy. He looks a lot like our good buddy Costin Bromstar. Excuse me. But he was nice enough to, I mean, you know, of course they're going to sign the book, but he signed the book for me, and that was cool. And then he signed this one for Francis McMiniman, and he signed this one for a as yet to be determined purpose. But I mean, I absolutely love this cover. And then he gave me this print of the cover, signed that too. And I didn't notice before, like, the hole for, you know, where the action figure peg goes on the you know what I'm saying, the shop. But you can kind of see it. It's really faint, but it's on the cover too. But it's really neat. I was talking to him about this, and he has a friend who's a 3D artist, and this is an actual piece. Like, this is a real thing that they did and took a picture of. And he was saying that he had his buddy like paint the eyes again, because the first time he did it, it was too good. It looked too nice. So he pulled out like his Han Solo action figures and went, no man, it's supposed to look like this. So that's pretty cool. Sorry, something's going on. Okay. So yeah, Kyle Strom, local guy. We eat at the same restaurant. That's pretty neat. And he had a bunch of prints, and my lady was digging through them, and she found this. It's a Skeksis, or Sketsky. It's the bad guy from Dark Crystal. Sketsky. I can't. I'm thirsty. Sorry. A little jarbled. But I did pick up some stuff today. I got a couple books. Not all of this was from the con. Some of this was from the store down the street. And I like to go there to the shop down the street, but it's just, you know, it's a 40-minute drive. So it's not always... It's kind of a pain in the butt to get there, for me. And it's in Kansas, and I'm not a big fan of driving in Kansas. Traffic's crazy. Some people are crazy drivers. But enough about my driving in Kansas phobia. Let's get to the books. The majority of these I paid 50 cents for. And the guy with the 50-cent bin, it was the most organized 50-cent bin I'd ever seen. Everything was in alphabetical order, numerical order. It was awesome. This is my second attempt at filming this video, so these books aren't in any kind of order anymore. But we're just going to go with it. So, jumping right in, I picked up Animal Man number 37. Very cool. I'm working on my Animal Man. I also got number 43, 42, 41, 58, 60, 61, 62, and I've always liked this cover. It's kind of reminded me of Food of the Gods, giant killer bunny movie from the 80s. It's a lot of fun to watch. they do like this extreme close-up thing on these rabbits, and it's like in a miniature set. It's kind of cool. It's like a live action Harryhausen. 65. 76. Well, this one's a little messed up. I didn't notice that there. But it's alright. I only paid 50 cents for it. I can totally upgrade it later. It looks like something clawed it. 68. Yeah, you can kind of... Let me catch the glare. Maybe. Yeah. See, it's like... it doesn't matter. 68. 50 cents. 67. And for my buddy Ethan, who just picked up and finished reading the Sandman omnibuses, I got Death #2 and Death #3. So he will enjoy those, I'm sure. Excuse me, nose itches. My allergies have been terrible lately. Whatever. This is like chalkboard, but it's like a self-adhesive sticker, so that's kind of cool. The kids come down here and write stuff on it. And my girlfriend's daughter, she has her computer down here, and she does a bunch of Vine videos. I got Sandman Annual #1 with some J.H. Williams III. You see it? Is it showing up? Yeah, take my word on it. Art's really good in that part of the book. Like, was it Brett Belvin's? Did some work in that too, and I'm not a fan of his at all. And I found this. I'm completely unfamiliar with this, but it's Peter Milligan and Duncan Figado, I think is how you pronounce his name. The guys that did Enigma. I talked about Enigma in my rambling about Peter Milligan video. So I'm stoked to have this in my collection. Okay. Another guy, all of his stuff was half off. And I was looking. And I saw this. And I showed it to my lady. And I was like, hey, do you want this book? And she goes, yeah, I want that book. This is Rocky Horror Picture Show from Caliber Press #2. It's kind of beat up. But, I mean, it was $1. So, you know, whatever. My comic shop sells these, so I'll probably get her the rest of them. And I also found a copy of God is Dead #1. This is the enhanced cover. I'm not sure how it's enhanced. But it says it's limited to 7,500. So that's kind of cool. Paid $3. That's cool. There's a very fine sticker on the back, but I don't think this is a very fine book. This book's in awesome shape. And lastly but not least, I found this. Same thing. It was half off. So that makes it $3, which makes it cover. This is Batwoman #1. And they had a lot of other issues of Batwoman at another dealer had a bunch of... Another dealer had quite a few Batwoman issues, but he was asking $8, $9, $12 a piece, and I'm like, that just seems excessive. I'm sure I can find them somewhere else cheaper. So I passed. And then we left the convention and we ran up to this other shop that's probably 10 minutes away up the street. And I found some there in the dollar bin. So that was super cool. But the thing about this shop is they will keep their books, like where they keep their new books, they're either there or they're in the dollar bin. But they will hold on to their new books on the wall for like ever. Like I picked up Sandman Overture #1, and this came out in October, and this is still in the new book rack. And they still have like Sweet Tooth on the new book stuff, or like I was looking at the Swamp Thing, and they had like issue 6 from Swamp Thing still on the new book rack. So like the stack of new books, new issues is sometimes like this thick. Like their saga goes back to issue 6, I think, or something, and that's like cover price. So this store does, it's kind of cool. I mean, they don't jack up their prices on their stuff, and then when they finally move it off the wall, they put it in the dollar bin. So I got 2 copies of Sandman. One of these is for my buddy Ethan. I picked up Swamp Thing number 17, number 18. I think, yeah, and the rest of these were all dollar bin finds. And my lady was digging with me, and she's like, oh, this is cool, you should get this, or this is neat, I'm like, cool. But I saw this, and I immediately thought of our buddy Brian Nottawag. He's a big Arthur Adams fan. I mean, I don't know if he's a G.I. Joe fan or not, but this cover is pretty sweet. It's Baroness by Arthur Adams. So I took a picture and I sent him a text message. I'm like, hey man, you interested? And he goes, yep. So Brian, my friend, that is on the way. I hope you enjoy it. It's pretty cool, man. It's nice. I mean, I'm a big Arthur Adams fan too. From way back, his X-Baby thing. And like Long Shot. That stuff is really cool. Mojo. Nobody has drawn Mojo like Arthur Adams drew Mojo. Also for my buddy Ethan, I got a copy of Dead Boy Detective #1 out of the dollar bin. I found a copy of Batman #2 in the dollar bin. I got an issue of The Goon in the dollar bin. My lady saw this and says, you got to get that. I'm like, okay. I mean, I read The Goon. Most of it's in trade. That book is just like so slow to come out, but it is what it is. Yeah, one of the kids is borrowing one of these issues. There's another one of these, but it's upstairs. She's reading it. And I saw these, and I was like, baby, I'm going to buy these for you. And she goes, okay, it looks cute. That's Liberty Meadows. And these were all $1. I'm guessing this number right here is the issue number, so that's cool. It says this one's 13, and it's signed and sketched by Frank Cho. So for $1, yeah. Number 24 and 22. And we also picked up this from Free Comic Book Day. I read this in the car on the way home. This is pretty neat. This mouse guard stuff is awesome. The art is just amazing. This David Peterson stuff. Peterson. Yeah. But yeah, right on. Cool. So that was my haul. Brian, keep an eye out. You got something coming. And Francis McMiniman, you have a package inbound as well. Probably not going to be able to make it to the post office until Monday, which I guess is tomorrow. So, yeah, right on. Thanks for watching. You guys have a nice day.